boy, this is gonna be a good one. So, today we are going to be going over Limbo. For those of you who don't know, if you're new here, welcome. This is a Warframe showcase, the series where I break down a Warframe, explain his abilities individually, and show you how to mod him if you're a beginner slash or you're looking for like a new build, right? I'm going to explain Limbo as best I can. I used to be a Limbo main. I love Limbo. I know all his abilities. I know how they work. He is very big brain. For you to be good with him, you have to really understand his kit, and a lot of it's tied to his passive. And this is gonna do two things. If you're a new player, you're curious about Limbo, this is gonna help you understand the intricacies of how he plays. And if you are watching this, you're already a veteran. This should help you understand how to play with Limbo. Limbo is really fun Warframe. I love him. He is awesome. He's one of the first primes I ended up buying when it came out. Like his pack and shit. I love it. I love Warframe. I love Limbo. Limbo's one of my favorite characters. I just hate that it's hard to customize him. You don't have many good skins. Anyways, we are going to be using Limbo Prime. Limbo compared to Limbo Prime, Limbo's a lot squishier. Limbo Prime is more up to par as compared to. He's up to par in terms of like survivability with other frames. And yeah. Oh, okay. So I love Limbo. Before we get to it, yeah. Okay, yeah. So we're gonna use this for the beginner slash intermediate one. This is what I'm running. The Zenith. I want to look for a better primary for Limbo. I just don't know what to use. Plus, the Zenith just feels good with him. I'm running the Piranha Prime, the Distresser Prime, and yeah. Um, Man, where do we even start, man? This is gonna be a lesson and a half. I'm gonna learn you something today. Okay, let's start off with the basics. Limbo compared to Limbo Prime. Where are you, Limbo? Over here, preview. So his health stays the same. His shields goes up from 180 to 270. His armor goes up from 105 to 135. Energy goes up from 175 to 215 and a sprint speed of 1.15, so it's pretty fast. Another thing you need to understand, Limbo, and any with any primes, they come with extra polarization, so just keep that in mind. I don't think I have formed with Limbo, but we'll see. So, the passive I'm going to have to explain to you as we go, because, yeah. So he has two passives. One, every time he shoulder tackles, he's going to go into the rift, which I'm going to explain in a bit. Another one, while you're in the rift, you gain 1 energy per second in the rift. Now, this is what his whole kit is built around. Built around. Built. Oh my god. And this is something you need to learn, you need to pay attention to because it's very important. So, in Warframe, at least for now, there are two planes of existence. You have the physical plane, which you can interact with all this stuff, and then you have the rift. When you go into the rift, you shoulder tackle going in, and you make a little portal. Watch. Make a little portal. If you push an enemy in there, they'll go in there with you. Friendlies can go in there as well. If you get caught in this and you don't want to be in it, all you got to do is roll out. You get out of it. He shoulder tackles to get out. You can roll to get out of it. But yeah, that's something you got to keep in mind. That's why you see Limbo's doing this a lot. They're not doing it on purpose. It's just tied to their passive. Things you got to know about the rift. Okay. While the two planes exist on top of one another, you cannot interact with each other. So if I'm on the rift, let me waste my energy real quick. Hold on. Okay. While you are in the rift, you cannot interact with anything. Want to try and pick up energy? So you can't interact with anything while you're in the rift. You are in different planes. You can't pick anything up. You can't touch anything. Oh, can I interact with this? Well, you shouldn't be able to interact with anything. Now you see, you can't interact with this. Um, that's one rule. Another rule: you and the enemies can see each other. You can hurt. You cannot hurt anyone outside the rift, and they cannot hurt you. You all can't interact with each other like that as well. In order for you to damage enemies, you both need to be in the rift, or you both need to be in the same plane of existence. Sorry, I hit my mic. Okay, got to keep that in mind. It's a lot to dig in, but that's pretty much how his passive works. And as you look at the bottom right, as we've been in here, I'm getting 1 energy a second, and yeah, that pretty much covers his passive. One thing you need to note too is while you're in the rift, it's not that much that different. It's not that much different from how it looks. Like keep this in mind. There's just a little slight tint when you're in the rift. Kind of hard to tell. The best way you can tell is just you look around on your feet. You should see these little lines around you, giving you an indicator of if you're in the rift or not. Okay, that pretty much covers the passive. I explained the basic rules of what the rift is. Um, Keep in mind you can't interact with the physical world, so that means you can bypass lasers. You can bypass well, cameras can't see you, but you can't trip off alarms and shit like with lasers. Um, I make a joke saying that Limbo is the best stealth frame. I love it. Anyways, going over his abilities. Banish. Essentially, what Limbo does, is he will stretch out his arm, and anything within a cone in front of him, which can be modded with range, will either be sent to the rifts, or if you and the enemies are in the rift and you don't want them in your plane of existence, you can hold it to unbanish them from the rift. Most people don't know about that. And when enemies enter the rifts, they will take like small amounts of impact damage. They will get knocked down. That's pretty much that. We'll go over that here in a bit. Going on to the second ability, Stasis. Stasis allows you to stop time. Any enemies that are in the rift, you hit stasis, they stand still, they can't move. Good CC ability. It doesn't affect projectiles. It used to, not anymore. So, just keep that in mind. Stasis is just more like crowd control. If you're under a lot of fire, you hit your second ability, you stop them. Or what you can do, you can preemptively hit stasis and then banish them, and as they get knocked down, they'll stay stuck knocked down. Can have a lot of fun with it. Really good stuff. Going on to his third ability, Rift Surge, which a lot of people don't understand how it works. You have to use it in conjunction with Banish or Cataclysm. But basically, what you do is you build up Rift energy within an enemy. Anyone who's within the Rift, when you cast Rift Surge, well, you see like this black lightning circle around them. They're gathering Rift energy. And as you kill enemies within a small radius, it will transfer over to them, right? What will happen is if you unbanish people, or no, if you banish people out of your plane of existence. So let's say like we're both in the rift. I unbanish them or I banish them away from the rift, and they're out in the physical world. They will release like mini cataclysms, and they will spread rift energy to friendlies around them. It sounds complicated, but trust me, that's how it works. I might not even be able to demonstrate it right here. We'll go into like a live demonstration. And yeah. And by the way, if you do want to mod optimally for the first three abilities that I told you, Banish, you can mod for range if you want to go down that route. A lot of people don't like range Limbo because they don't know how to play with them. Super easy. I forgot another rule with the passive, but I'll explain it here in a bit. Um, Stasis, you can add duration. Rift Surge, you can add range and duration, which is pretty much how you're going to want to mod Limbo. Ideally, you can go for some strength, but depends on how you want. People do like minimum range Limbo because they don't want to be a nuisance, and that's dumb. Before I continue on to the fourth, I forgot to mention this one rule. If you are in the rift, let's say you have a limbo in your team, you get in the rift, you don't want to get out, but you see a lot of enemies. Abilities can kill enemies in and out of the rift. It doesn't matter where you are. If, let's say, I have a Mesa here, I have a lot of enemies like over there that are frozen, and Mesa's in the rift, Mesa can ult and kill all of them no matter where they're at. So just keep that in mind. You are immune to most Eximus attacks. I think the only one that you might not be immune to are Toxin Eximus units. Um, and there's that. If you're going against a Corpus, Nullifiers are like your enemy. I don't think Nullifiers can affect you the in the rifts here, but they can cancel out your Cataclysm, which we'll talk about here in a bit. And yeah, forgot to mention that is something very important. If you are in the rift with a limbo and you see enemies outside that you can't reach or you know you can't hit because you're in different planes of existence, use an ability to kill them. Abilities, no matter if you're in or out of the rift, you will knock them out, no matter what. Okay? So going over your fourth, which I think is a really fun ability, is Cataclysm. Essentially, what Limbo does is he will mark a point wherever you aim, and he will cause an explosion of rift energy that'll make like a little dome, and as time goes on, it will implode on itself and explode. You can preemptively explode it, and what'll happen, and listen closely, it'll take, and I might be a little wrong, but the way I've seen it work is it'll take the amount of enemies inside, I think with their health, it'll do some weird sort of calculation, and um it'll deal more damage the more enemies are inside. It takes their base, it'll take their health into account, so you can really build a nuke. You can make a nuke build with this. Is it reliable? No. Limbo's all about conquering and dividing. No, dividing and conquering. That's what he's known for. That's what he's good for. That's why you have people who run overextended limbos. I'm one of those people. Or you have people who run low range, like minimal range limbo, which I think is like dumb, but I mean I guess. And you have people who have general builds. I have a general build, and I have my overextended limbo. My overextended limbo is what I normally run because I can cover like a bunch of tile sets with him. Okay. Um, and a lot of reason why people don't like Limbo in their team is because they don't know how to play with him. So just keep that in mind. Now we are gonna, since we're talking about all that stuff, we're gonna go up against the Corpus, and we will leave them at level. What's a good level? Level 30. Now I want you all to understand for this, I am using base Limbo at max rank with no mods. Okay. So we're gonna go over the first ability, show you how it looks like. I'm gonna do it this way. I'll do this. Yeah, no, I'll go this way so you can see what's up. So I'm gonna banish them. They're in. As you can see by the little fire, they are underneath. We are in the same plane of existence, so I can damage them. Right? If I wanted to take them out of my plane of existence, I hold X and watch. They're out. That's all banished does. Now let's say I do this and I don't go into the rift, they can't hurt me. If they were to shoot me, nothing would happen. And I can't shoot them. See what I mean? That's pretty much what it does. Now I'm gonna preemptively cast my second, and I'm gonna banish people over here, and you're gonna see what I mean by crowd control. Oh, no one got knocked down. Damn. You see? This one was moving, it stopped. See, look, it's moving up and down. I hit it. They can't move. And yeah. And every time they get in or out, they take small amounts of damage. Okay? That's pretty much how that works. Let me get some more energy. Now this one is going to be kind of weird. I don't think I'm going to be able to show it best in here, but you will see it better at the live demonstration. I'm going to cast this over here. Cast my... Go cast my third. Let's see, you have lightning over here. Oh, I'm not in this thing. And then you take them out. And it transfers that energy to people who aren't in the rift. See that? It's only whenever they get out of the rift that they can expel that energy, but they have to build it up for a bit. Yeah. Now let me show you his fourth. Spawn these guys in. Now this is wherever you point it is where you will summon it. So I'm gonna summon it right there, right on that person. That's how big it is. Yeah, as you can see, it shrinks. It's based on duration, and you have full control of anything that happens in there. And as people get out, they start expelling that energy of the rifts, transferring it to other players. Watch, when it explodes, it deals damage. Now, here's what I mean by you can preemptively blow it up. And it has something to do with the health as well. So let me spawn in more enemies. Clear. Oh, bro. No. Oh my god. Okay. So I'm just gonna summon it, and I'm gonna activate it to detonate it preemptively. I'll call it in right there. There. Call it in again. It is capable of doing a lot of damage. Depends on your build. You can add some strength for this. You can add range, duration to keep it up longer. There's a mod that'll make the duration less longer, but that one's not that much of a good mod. Let me knock out these guys real quick. He is good for rescue missions. He's good on also like the defenses when it's like a person you have to defend. You can just banish the person and deal with that. And yeah, so how would I go about modding Limbo? And I'm gonna do like a general purpose build. I'm not gonna go like overextended or whatever. I'm just gonna go general purpose. So y'all, just so y'all know what's up. Okay, so knowing what I know about Limbo, knowing what I want to mod for, in terms of, oh, I did put one form on him. Aura, I would want to go with rejuvenation. Oh, well, I could go with that. I guess we can throw in some Dreamer's Bond. Add in a little bit more passive energy regen and a little bit of health regen. Make you kind of like a support. Okay, so as a new player or someone who's trying to make a better build for Limbo, before the late game, if you don't have any prime mods, keep an eye out for Barrowketeer. He drops prime mods. He'll come every 2 weeks. If you don't have a corrupted mod, you can join a clan, build the corrupted hollow keys and go to demos and do that. And if you're missing a set mod, the ones that I'm going to be using for these builds, you can get them off Cetus, Fortuna, and Demos. And yeah, if you hear that, by the way, that is the ice cream truck passing by. But yeah, anyways, how do I want to approach this general purpose build? Well, we're gonna need energy, so we're gonna go in flow or prime flow. We do need continuity for more duration, so we're gonna throw that on there. I am gonna want some more range. Obviously we're gonna go for range, but we're gonna go have some more strength, and then for some survivability. As always, I like to go for prime vigor. If you have vigor, you can use that instead. They're the same thing. I like this. This is a good survivability mod. It's what I relied on a lot when I was coming up in Warframe. Um, let's see what else. Intensify. I am gonna want a little bit more strength since we're not going down the range route. We're gonna add some range, but I want to cut down on the duration a bit. So I'm gonna go with transient fortitude, which is one of those mods that you can get from the derelict boats in Deimos. Put that on here. Now we're gonna go for some range. Mod we're gonna look for is stretch. Throw that on there. Throw on some auger reach, and we'll throw this on there for more duration. On this mod, if you have a certain planet after completing the second dream, you can add power drift. It'll add more strength, or if you want to add more range, you can add cunning drift. Either one of those is always good for this slot. There you go. See, as you can see here, we kind of um do I really want this? Yeah, I want this. It's fine. No. Yeah, no, it's fine. So we have 149% on the duration. We have decent amount of range, decent amount of strength. Now, I'm not going to upscale the enemies just to show you what's up. Energy's up. Do I have any sort of shards? No, I don't. Okay, we're good. So I'm going to spawn these guys in. These are going to be level 30. This is with this build. This is just something to help guide you all make something more reliable in terms of like a general purpose build. I will show you my overextended build and my general purpose build later on. But yeah. So looking at this with the range that we have now, got everyone else in there. You know what? No, it's fine. The second you already know it stops enemies. I want to create, the duration is a lot more. I can create the rifts, get in here, start knocking out enemies, transfer that energy out, and then unbanish everyone else, and there you go. It brings people into the rift as well when you take them out. That's something you gotta know. And just remember that these things do I forgot what I was gonna say. They do transfer to other players, other enemies. Okay, so now showing you the cataclysm, which you just saw me pop, but I just want to show you what's up. Go up here. Massive. This is a general purpose build, by the way. And I killed some enemies too. Let's call it again. If you like, what was I gonna say? If you do that, I don't know if you saw me just if you saw what I just did. If you, how can I put it? If you collapse your cataclysm before like the rift surge runs out, people will stay in the rift because it's meant to just spread that energy out. So yeah, just keep that in mind. That's pretty much it with this part of the video. I am gonna go into my ship I am gonna show you my two builds. I'm gonna run my overextended one just cause, but yeah, we'll go here in a bit, right? Be right back. Okay, so we're back on my ship. Knuckles, all that stuff. Okay, so we already went over this. I'm gonna take this off. My, excuse me, my general purpose build is this. I'm running Umbral Fiber for more armor, Intensify for more strength, Secrets and Fortitude for more strength, Flow for energy. This one I should take it out because it's not really worth it. I'm gonna change that out actually right now. I'm gonna throw in some Rift Torrent. Yeah, what this does is for your third, essentially with every enemy in the rift, um, you'll deal more damage. So it's beneficial to keep enemies in the rift. This is why I run this mod with my overextended build, so I can keep my damage up. I'm running range. I'm running vigor for the shield and health since I'm running fiber here. I'm running augmented for more strength. It'll give me 25% more strength basically. So that'll be like 250, and I'm running multi-efficiency for more duration. So it'll offset this. It'll bring it up to like over 100% efficiency. So that's what I'm running with. If you want to run this, you can. This is the general purpose build. It's what I usually run with when I'm like, if I don't want to bother people too much. But the one I have fun with is my overextended build, which has energy siphon for more energy regen for the teammates, cunning drift for range, augur message for duration, rift torrent for the damage, flow for the energy, stretch and overextended for the range, along with reach, continuity, and vigor for the health and shield. I have no strength on here. The only thing I have for strength is this one, and that'll get me up to maybe 65 strength, and multi-reconstruct to kind of heal my teammates and myself when I start casting abilities. And yeah, at low levels this can actually like smack. It's freaking hilarious, but past maybe like level 20 you're not gonna do much, I think. And yeah, like I said, Limbo's all about divide and conquer. When I'm running this build, because I do run it, I run COVID, which has an ability which he sets out a pulse and disarms enemies. So I'm safe from most enemies that come into the rift, because usually when they're in, it'll disarm them, and I just gotta knock them all out. And yeah, we're not gonna skip into the demonstration. We're just gonna go right into it. As far as where I want to demonstrate it, very interesting. By the way, I'm gonna make another video Friday talking about TennoCon, because oh my god, I am super excited. I wanted that to be the video for today, which is why I'm barely making this now. But I really also love Limbo, so I decided to just go do Limbo first, do a Battlefield video, and then do another Warframe video Friday. Where can I show them off? We'll do Saturn. I'm feeling Saturn. We'll do Saturn, and we will do a mobile defense. Yeah. Ooh, vampire mode. Yeah, we'll do that too. We'll make it a nightmare mode too. Yes, that's what it is. I'm feeling that one. It's calling to me. By the way, this is gonna be sort live commentary, so yeah. I'm actually getting more comfortable doing that. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Gotta take this. Get in the rift because people aren't gonna be able to hit me.
Be prepared for heavy resistance. I can't do this without you.
By the way, if y'all don't know, y'all need to get this Piranha Prime. It is a really fun secondary. If you get 3 kills real quick, much like you'll see right now, you spawn in a Phantom one, and you'll be dual wielding Piranhas. It's super cool. I love this weapon so much. Okay, we're here. I'm gonna pop my fourth, activate my third. Keep my third up so I can deal more damage in general. So mean about popping it when you're surrounded. And the best part is, I don't know if you can hear it, but the people who are getting out of the cataclysm are the ones causing mini cataclysms. It's all about dividing conquer. He has full control over his realms. Eximus units can't get affected by being stopped or CC'd. You can affect them when they're in the rift, but yeah. Oh, another thing I didn't mention, operators, Tenno cannot go in the rift. So if I were to do this, can't interact with them. But I can hit people that are out of the rift. Pretty cool. Are you on the rift? Right now. And just remember, if you're ever in like a limbo like mine, like overextended limbo, you can just hit your abilities. Yeah. I kind of do want to talk about Tennokan right now, but I want to make a video for it first. I'll do. We'll talk about it Friday. Trust me. I wanted to react, but I was busy watching the fight and hanging out with my girl and stuff. But yeah, more on that later. No, not more on that. I want to get into my personal life, but yeah, I do really want to talk about Tennokan because my God, what a reveal, man. DE just keeps outdoing themselves. I keep thinking like, man, there's no way they can get bigger from this, and they always surprise me. I'm not even gonna lie. And yeah, that's pretty much how it is. For me, this is like an easier way to play Limbo. You just stay within your bubble, generate as much energy as you want. You have full control over your realm. And it doesn't give a lot of people headaches as you can cover basically the majority of the tile set. And then you gotta watch out for Eximus units. What else, man? Oh, man. If you are into Battlefield, if you happen to be in the Battlefield. Sorry, I didn't realize you stopped. Got a lot to talk about Wednesday. Super excited for the news that's come out. I've had an idea since Saturday because someone leaked it, which I hate people that leak, but also I kind of do like it, but not so much. Yeah, really fun stuff to talk about. If you haven't seen it already in the news, people who are covering the leaks actively and stuff, check it out. But yeah, exactly what I called my last video on how they'd reveal it. I think it might be true. I'm super excited. Oh my God. Love it. What else? How have you all been? Honestly, talk to me. What's up? What's new? I have been good, honestly. I've been working out. I actually went to go get a health checkup today, and I am super excited because I've been trying to lose weight. I'm one of those people, right?
Odds were against us, Tenno.
And my coworkers can back me up on this. I'm always going to the gym. Always. Thing is, as much as I'm going to the gym, I never see progress. And you're like, what's going on? You talk about the gym a lot and you're still fat. I'm not fat. I'm like 6. I'm fat in terms of weight, but I look skinny if you see me, if that makes sense. Because I'm tall. That's the excuse people tell me. I hate that, but I mean, it is what it is. Um, I started the year weighing 252. Well, keep in mind, I'm 6'3". And went to go get a health checkup because I need an excuse for work. And I found out because I've been trying to be smarter about what I put in my mouth. No homo. And like counting calories and stuff, right? And I've been doing that for a good like couple months already. And when I went to get myself weighed, I'm gonna like not extract till I finish the story. I weighed in at 225, down from 250. I've been trying to be consistent with the gym. With the schedule I have now, it's kind of hard. But the best thing I can do is I go to the gym when I can, and I'm eating as healthy as I can when I can. I'm not always eating garbage. If I can eat home cook, I'll eat home cook. If I have to go eat out of like let's say like a restaurant like McDonald's, I'll get something light. But yeah, super excited. I dropped so much weight from the start of the year till now, and my goal by the end of the year is to get down to 200 because I've never been like this fat. Once again, I'm tall. I don't look fat. Like you see me, like you're not even fat. What are you talking about? But like in terms of weight and BMI, I'm like overweight and borderline obese. And if you look at me, you're like, the hell? You look super skinny. Yeah, I know. I'm like a skinny fat. So yeah, that sucks. And yeah, super excited about that. I'm very ecstatic, and it's giving me more motivation to stay consistent with the gym and be consistent with what I'm doing in terms of my diet. Because I am starting to see progress, and I'm super happy. My girlfriend's happy because she's always wanted me to get like be in shape. Because before this, like, look, let me tell y'all something, right? I have never ever been as big, or I say as big. Like I've never weighed this much in my entire life. Before the pandemic, I was average around 220, 200. It fluctuated back and forth. Um, Never anything too crazy, right? Post pandemic, I'm weighing 220, 225, 230, and then working where I work at here in my town, right? You don't do much. It's an easy job, really easy. Get paid 19 bucks an hour to, you know. I can't go into detail what I do, but yeah. And um, it's easy, dude. I just sit there or I stand there and I'm not doing anything. And the job often lends itself to weight gain. And when I went to certain parts, or if I went to certain locations for like a year, because we rotate every year, and this one specific set of locations we rotate every 3 months. So one year you're in one location, no, one for 3 months you're in one location, another year you're in another location, and during those years, because those years we all joke around, say that they're vacations, right? Um, Dude, I gained the 252 and it sucked. Like I'm a skinny fat person, right? My legs and my arms are skinny. I have a skinny face, but all the fat is stored in the kind of like the torso area. So I'm out here with like man tits and a little bit of a love handles and a muffin top, and it's just really, really uncomfortable. And I hate it, dude, because like I've never been like that ever. I used to be active when I was younger. I used to like be in band. I used to work out. I used to do like so much, so many things. I was like in shape, and coming out of the pandemic, getting into the job has just not been good. So I'm really, really happy that I'm going back down to what I used to it before the pandemic, and I want to get down to 200 by the end of the year. It's super awesome. I'm super happy. Plus, my girlfriend, she got a an interesting job, and I kind of don't want to like. I want to look good. Like if I go pick her up or if I like go visit her, I don't want her coworkers to be like, "Ooh, you can do better." Because like if you see my girlfriend and you see me, bro, my girlfriend's a 10 out of 10. You look at her, you're like, "What the fuck? What's she doing with you?" Like she's too pretty for you. I've already had some people say it. It's freaking hilarious. But yeah, I'm super excited for that. Like I said, I'm more motivated to stay consistent with the gym, and I've been good. I've been doing good. I hope you all have been doing good too. Feel free if y'all want to like share with me something, y'all can go do that. I will be watching the comments if you comment, and I will be reading them. And yeah, I'm about to end the video. Sorry I dragged this out too long. I just wanted to share that story. Went on a little tangent. I am a professional yapper, which is why I kind of want to get into streaming since I'm getting used to live commentary. But yeah, Twitch is kind of its own thing. Anyways, with that being said, I am gonna finish this mission. If you made it this far, feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of Limbo. Did I help you understand Limbo? Can you play with them better? Let me know what's up. And if there's anything I can do to improve this series, because I love this series, it's not gonna stop till like Warframe days. Warframe like dies or something, right? Let me know. I open a feedback. I'm trying to get this channel to 100 subs. We are at 59, and I want to get 60. And if we get 60 by the end of this month, man, I have 7 health. Yeah, if we get one more by the end of this month, we should be on track to hit 100 by the end of the year. God willing, if things go good. I haven't been uploading a lot of shorts just because hasn't been anything interesting going on in my games. But yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna let you all go. Have a good day, good night, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And I will catch you off Friday when I talk about TennoCon and my reactions to everything that was revealed. Peace. Love you all.